Last video, I showed you guys how to use Rufus to fix your Amazon listings. This one's the same hack, but for Walmart Sparky. I'm shopping for a raised garden bed for my mom this time. Different platform, different category, but it's going to be the same playbook. Let me show you guys. So on the Walmart.com app on the iPhone, I have it pulled up here. I use the prompt. My mom is in her 60s looking for an easy to assemble raised garden bed, something not too tall so she doesn't have to bend down, but keep it under 150 bucks. I think that was pretty easy to do. As you can see from the results, kind of recapped basically what I said here, and then it started dropping the recommendations. So first one here, pretty straightforward, 30 bucks, really good price. Now you're looking at a $27 one and a $70 one that is in 500 people's cart. So they're adding these little banners here, which is nice, as well as 100. So price, a little bit of the differentiation. This one has 3, and this one is more of a circular one. So they're giving a kind of a different assembly of it. So I'm not really looking at the results here specifically. I want to show you guys opportunities on Sparky and opportunities on GEO and how to attack it properly. So what I'm looking at here is on the very bottom. So after you see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that they recommend at the very bottom here, if you were a smaller brand, if yours didn't show up on these 5, how do I show up on these 5? Because these top 5 are very important. A lot less people are going to click see more items. They're going to usually pick from the 5 that Sparky recommends. So how, as a smaller seller, as a smaller brand, do I get to start climbing up this recommendation ladder that Walmart Sparky is growing at a pretty substantial growth of people using it and letting them recommend and letting the GEO, generative engine optimization, really play out. So what I mean by that is when you look at the very bottom paragraph, they're basically telling you, hey, this is what I would recommend. This is what Sparky would recommend. Would you like to consider different dimensions or material? So whenever I see that, Sparky's telling me that if you guys have more information about the dimension or about the material, they're going to be more likely to answer it, or they're going to be more likely to recommend you, because this is what they're looking for. This is what they're telling us, that if you add, are you looking for different dimensions or different materials? So once again, I know I mentioned this already. If you're a smaller brand, add the dimensions to your listing. Add the dimensions, add the material to your listing, because those are 2 small things that I think everybody that is selling in the space knows about. They have it somewhere in their listing, but let's double down. Let's make it a more known thing. Let's make it easier for Sparky to go grab that information. Maybe it's missing in the back end of your attributes. Maybe it's not in your description. Maybe it's not in your bullet points. Add it a couple times to make sure that Sparky knows that you guys have that dimension and have that material to be able to recommend, and not really fight for people that are searching for easy to assemble stuff like that. Easy to assemble here without tools. Like, be versatile. Be use up all the real estate that's on your product page to be able to satisfy Sparky, because the volume is going to be there, slowly climbing, but it's going to be there. It's going to be the new way of organically getting your purchase. Because remember, Sparky's pick, nobody's paying for this. You can't bid right now. Maybe in the future you can, but you can't bid for this spot right now. There's no sponsored. You can't say, I'll pay $5 to be number 1 recommended on Sparky's pick. Number 2, number 3, these are not sponsored. So I want to stress that. Utilize every tool that Sparky is bringing up, and some as small as, hey, the follow-up question. Use those to add it to your listing and kind of potentially start organically ranking on these instead of the more standard questions that people are potentially adding. Not saying don't add these, but definitely still add that, but layer on the other ones that Sparky is literally telling you this is what they're grabbing information more about the garden bed. So that's the mobile experience. I want to show you guys in my opinion, the traditional one, right? The traditional search bar, you're looking at garden bed, and you're gonna see results here. See sponsored, sponsored, sponsored. So there's 3 sponsored one. The overall pick, I want to highlight this one right here, because I'm gonna pull up my recommendation. The sponsor, or the overall pick over here, is the number 1 organically ranked product when I search garden bed. This is not paid. This is how Walmart determines that this is the best one. So I'm looking at the recommendations. So now you're looking at two different experiences, right? You're still trying to discover, you're still trying to shop around. This one, Sparky is recommending these for you. The normal Walmart.com, you're searching and you're doing your analysis and you're trying to recommend one for yourself. But something very, very interesting is that this one doesn't show up in the top 5 at all. So this overall pick one is not even on here. It's not above $150 on my prompt here. Maybe it didn't fit some of these other criteria, but traditionally, or majority of people are still searching garden bed and still seeing this one. Let me see which one. I think this one right here is this. I'm not even 100% sure. Is it? Nope, that's not even not. That's a different price. So the number one recommended one on Sparky, and the traffic over there is growing, is not even in the, did I miss it? I don't think I missed it. I'm not even seeing it whatsoever here on, is it this one? No, it's not even that one. So I can't even find it on the first page. Right here, never mind. I did find it on the first page. On the very bottom here. Rarely is anybody going to click on this one here, but it is the number one ranked on recommended on Sparky. Once again, the traffic's picking up on Sparky. People are using more, or getting used to using more prompt, using more of those who, where, when questions when you're searching on Sparky. And you can see the huge difference. You're ranking, I think, number 20 down here to number 1. Like, this is a huge deal, guys. And more importantly, on the overall pick, this one isn't even getting recommended whatsoever when somebody searches a very specific prompt. And I know we're getting not as many volume-wise in terms of the search results, the search volume, on this prompt. But these are the conversations people are having with Sparky, having with Rufus, having with these AI models, is more who, when, where, and how I should use this product, more so than just your standard garden bed. Because this gives you 5 results, 5 recommendations. This gives you over 1,000. So the new experience, I feel like, is going to get better as we go. But that's going to be the message that I truly have, is that if you guys are in shop, have a brand, or selling on Walmart and Amazon, these are the small little tactics that you guys can utilize to get ahead in the GEO world that is coming up fast and furious. If you guys need any help, if you guys have any questions, subscribe. I keep making these videos to kind of point out these little hacks, I call them, to really help you guys out in GEO and AI, whatnot, and these AI models that are out there giving you guys good sales, giving you organic sales. So follow along, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.